Hey everyone, this is Uncle P from Super Easy Forex, and I hope you're having a great day. And today is the Super Bowl Sunday, so I won't have a long video today. I do want to just say thank you to my team because you guys are just killing the market. It's just amazing. Let me go here. If you guys go to our website, superezforex.com, you click here on Join Our Signal Trade Ideas Group. And right here, you can track our trade results every week, just by clicking here on this tab right here. Just amazing. For some of you guys, I told you guys that in the beginning of the year, it was very, very hectic. The market was very, very sketchy. And so we had an okay month, 34 and 20, but in the live trade sessions where they primarily trade the NASDAQs and the US 30s and stuff like that, they still, killed the market with, 47,000, just say 48,000 pips. That's an incredible amount. But as soon as February hit, the market settled after the first month. The markets tend to settle down. All that news events and all the stuff, the New Year's celebration and all the chaos that was going on in the beginning of the year, the market is starting to get their rhythm again. And now look at what we did in the first 2 weeks of February. Look at this, 12 and 2 twice in a row. And that is primarily from Mr. Elvis on that one. And in Miss Jenny's group, last week they did over 15,000. Let me make a correction here by adding a little comma so we can make it look appropriate. All right, there we go. So we have 15,145 pips the last week alone. So that gives us 24 wins, only 4 losses, 2 break-evens, and 18,606 pips in the live sessions. Let me be clear for those who do not follow us and don't understand. What this means is this is the signals, okay? So these are separate results. This is in the live session. So in addition to the signals that you receive, this is if you choose to attend the live session as well, so that these are separate pots of pips that you're collecting. So in the live sessions, they did 18,606 pips so far this month. And then on top of that, you have 24 signals with 24 wins, only 4 losses, and 2 break-evens. This is an incredible month, I'm telling you. And it's just going to get better starting this week. So you will be tacking up the numbers for this week right here on next week. So anyway, I'm so happy. Thank you guys for that. Again, if you want to join the Signal service, just click right here and just join the membership, and we'll be right there for you. It's an amazing group. I'm really happy about that. Now, let's get to the news that's coming up for this week. On my economic tracker, let me go to my tab. I keep one right here. I made just a little simple one for myself online. I used to write it on a whiteboard, but I said, hey, why not just do it online so no matter where I am, I can actually just follow. Where I get most of my information from, now again, I'm going to say this up front, please do your own due diligence. I will say it again. Please do your own due diligence. I just got back from the Bahamas on a vacation, and on Tuesday is going to be my wedding anniversary of 9 years. So therefore, for me, I could be completely off course because my mind still wants to go and celebrate some more. So don't just take my word for it. I'm a good starting point, but I'm not the finish line. Okay, I'm saying that up front. I am a good starting point, but I'm not the finish line. So make sure you're doing your due diligence. Okay, so on here where I get my information, and there's plenty of others out there, Forex Factory, and so many others where you can get news sources well, let me not even mess their names up. There's many of them out there where you can get source of information as far as economic news coming up. A lot of the economic data that comes out, in my opinion, in my experience, the reason why I don't really pay attention to it is because it will tend to affect the stock market more than it will the currency market. So a lot of times when you're going through these economic reports and you're looking at certain bits of information, from my experience in the markets, I tend to see, well, this tends to shake up the stock market for stocks or bonds, but it really doesn't affect currencies. So when I'm looking for news events, I'm primarily looking for news events that's going to affect the currency market, which is what I'm trading in. If on the side I'm trading the stocks, then yes, I will probably pay more attention to certain reports such as retail numbers, home sales, and stuff like that, because that tends to shake up the stock market a little bit more than it affects the currency market. Hope that makes sense, okay? So when I'm looking at news reports, I will make sure that I am, which by the way, I forgot to add this Swiss one right here. Look at that. Swiss, I forgot to add that. This is why you want to do your own due diligence. I didn't pay attention to that. So what I'm going to do, the Swiss has inflation numbers. I definitely want to pay attention to that, and the CPI numbers, okay? And you can always click on these and kind of read what it means. And see the Swiss, see, I told you guys, a lot of you guys want to debate with me, chief, and call it the chief and the this and the that, and it's the Swiss. It's the Swiss currency. See, Switzerland. So it's a Switzerland CPI. So you can always kind of click on these news events and kind of see exactly what they actually mean, okay, and get some more information about it and scroll down and just, you know, kind of get some information about what it's all about, okay? So either way it goes, let me go back to this. I definitely want to add the Swiss in there. What day is this on? And you guys can actually see how I'm doing this, okay? All right, so let me do this. Let me go back. All right, let me just click here, okay? And I always click on this week, okay? Now, this is coming out on what day? Monday, okay? Monday, okay? So the inflation numbers and CPI. So I'm going to go to my thing here. Watch this. I'm going to cut those, move these down one row, and I'm going to add in Monday. Ooh, I've got to change the format now. See, I hate when stuff like that happens on camera. Why are you not working? Lord have mercy. There we go. But at least you guys get to see how I'm doing it. Okay, so that is Monday. What pair was that? The CHF. And it was CPI and inflation. Okay, so watch this. And then I'll change the format. So let's do this. What format am I using? I'm using Arial Black 18 center. Okay, so then I'm just going to do that across this row. And I'm going to click my Arial Black 18 and center the border. No, I don't want that. I want here. There we go. All right, and I want to make sure that this also has the squares on it. And we got wow to the lie. Everything's updated. See, just that simple. You see how easy it is to just change it out, and then at the end of the week, you can just go here, delete these things, and then go to your news report and just add it back in again. So you see it only takes minutes. So then right before you take trades, you go to your little sheet right here, and you just take a look and say, hey, which one is the ones that I should avoid trading today? So for an example, the Swiss doesn't come out with a lot of news, but when it does, it tends to shoot. Okay, so it's a sneaky pair. I've always said that. It's the sneaky pair. This is why a lot of you guys, when you trade the Swiss, you tend to lose on that pair because it's sneaky. It'll come out with silent news. Nobody really pays attention to it, but then boom, it makes big moves, right? So I learned to just pay attention to that little sneaky pair and add it on in. See, this is why you can't depend on one person because I would have missed it. Thank God I'm doing this video and I was able to catch it. Okay, so then as you're scrolling through, you look for medium and high news events and stuff like that. See, like food inflation, that really, that doesn't affect currencies too much, okay? So either way it goes, as I was going through my process, I noticed that there wasn't a whole lot of big news events that it was catching my eye, okay? Now, this one is. Inflation numbers always are catching my eye right now because due to the economic situation that's going on as far as inflation rates, interest rates meaning, the interest rates are being driven by data being contributed from inflation numbers. Let me repeat that again. The interest rates around the world tend to be influenced by inflation rates right now, okay? And so therefore, if that's the case, I do want to start paying attention to what? The inflation data. And therefore, this has the potential to make the market spike a bit, and I don't want to be in some trades in the wrong direction during a spiking situation. So that's the reason why I put USD. What day is it? Tuesday on my page, on my little tab. See, USD inflation numbers. Okay, y'all getting it? See, it's not hard, and it only took minutes to do. Only took a few minutes. Okay. Governance speech. I don't care. That has nothing to do with it. See, so I don't really pay attention to everything. Now look at this. See, inflation data. That's the GBP. Did I put it on here? What day is that? Wednesday. All right, here we go. And Wednesday I did. See? And that's where I put it. That's where I put it. Inflation. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Mediums and okay. And like I said, retail sales. Doesn't really, in my opinion, in my experience of trading, that it doesn't really affect the currency market. Now, if you're trading stocks or something like that, particular stocks, it may do it, but not for the currency market. So I don't really care about that. And I'm still scrolling. Okay. And trade balances, you can pay attention to it. It may make you jump a bit, whatever, but not a lot, not enough for me to worry about it. So I don't, all this data, this is just showing you guys how I screen out. Now again, do your own due diligence. Your experience may be different from mine, so you may find that you want to pay attention to something a little bit more than me, but I'm just telling you, I try to keep it as simple as possible, okay? I don't see Fed Chairman Powell speaking, even though there's Feds who's coming out talking, but they're not Fed Chairman Powell, who's the main head honcho, so I really don't care. They may say something, but, okay, here's some retail numbers. I don't care. I really don't see anything else that's of high importance to me for the week. So therefore, that left me with just three main situations, which is the Swiss on Monday, the USD on Tuesday, and GBP on Wednesday. Other than that, I really don't see anything as far as news. Now, that doesn't mean that the market won't spike and jump around like you guys know it typically does. But I'm just showing you guys what I actually do as far as my Sunday routine for news events, okay? So I'll wrap this video up because, again, today is Super Bowl Sunday. We have people coming over to celebrate and watch football with us, and my wife is cooking and all that good stuff. And, again, on Tuesday is our wedding anniversary, and we just got back from the Bahamas, and now we're going to do some other things on Tuesday. So we're going to have a celebratory week no matter what, and I hope that you guys have a great trading week, all right? Here's the deal. Make sure to use some wisdom and discipline when you're trading this week. And again, if you're just really trying to and again, I know a lot of people want to be self-sufficient. I want to do it on my own. I get it. But you really have to ask yourself, are you making money? If you're not making money and you're not willing to get the education, then what are you really doing? Okay? Because trading is a job. It's not just something you just hop into and, no, it's really a job. Okay, you got to do things right. So the question is, do you want to do things right or you want to keep doing what you're doing? If you really want to make some money, then I strongly suggest earn while you learn, which is simple. Just join the Signal service. And again, you can always track our results. We don't hide it. It's right here now where you can go right to our website, click on the link, and I try to update this every weekend so that everybody knows exactly whether we had a good week or a bad week, you will know. Okay, you will know. Okay, like this week, see that one? I had to put it. I didn't want to, but I had to put it. But there was nothing we could do when it was a bad week. It was economic data. It was bad. But I still put it here. Okay. It is what it is. But then look what happened when the market calmed down. 24-4. That means 20 wins. And that's on the Signal side. And then you got 18,000 pips on the other side. So it's right here in front of you. Okay. And by the way, just let you know, when you're tracking our results, sometimes people get down on themselves thinking that, maybe because I'm taking on a couple of losses and must be something wrong with me. No, but when you see other companies and their track record, if they're worth their salt, they wouldn't hide. They would know to be able to show their results. You'll see that around that time when you were taking losses, you can check other companies, which is what I actually do. Okay, I check with others. I follow a lot of different companies just to make sure that is it just me, is it just us, or is it just the market tearing everybody up? And that was one of the soothing things to help me a long time ago is because I began to understand the market was tearing a lot of people up at the same time. So it wasn't personal. You get what I'm saying? So if you're having a bad trading week, it could just be because of the market environment itself. And the market is very sketchy. We have no control over that. And we just survive. We stick to our routines. And then when the market calms down, you end up with stuff like this. Now, see, weeks like this, people tend to quit. Okay? They tend to quit because this was not a good week for us. We haven't had a losing week in God knows how long. But, hey, once a year, twice a year, it may happen. Okay? But then you come back and look at this. You start dominating the market again. But a lot of people don't survive this to make it to this because you've already quit. You get what I'm saying? Everybody likes this, but that 1 week that takes you out the game, that's just where a lot of retail traders are done. So until you get the rhythm of the markets and the understanding and you get your footing, why don't you earn while you learn? Just join us and we'll send you out some signals, and you still on top of that can attend 2 live classes a week where you can really see some real live trades in a live environment with a live instructor, Miss Jenny, and you can earn while you learn. Okay? Or do like me, to be honest with you guys. I'm tired of trading. Heck, look at this. I can get signals from Mr. Elvis, jump in Miss Jenny's class. Why do I need to trade on my own? Why sit there staring at charts all the time? I'm just telling you guys, I use their service myself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm endorsing what I use because it's just, I don't need to do it. I don't have to. Where's your out? Okay? All right. I'm wrapping this video up. Peace and hair grease. And students, I will see you in class on Wednesday. Thank you very much. superezforex.com.